YouTube video. In this video, we're going to be taking another look at stellar lumens. We told you on our last video to stay vigilant. We were reviewing this channel. We had not yet broken out in the previous video. We were taking a look at this sort of channel here from around about the 38 to the 43 cents mark, and we were saying you need to watch because we were essentially breaking out, and what we kind of predicted was going to follow was a move to the upside. We said stay vigilant. That indeed has sort of happened. A lot of people out there really aren't a fan of stellar lumens. They call it a scam. They call it, you know, I can understand the point of view perhaps of you not liking stellar lumens because unlike a lot of the other crypto space, they are trying to integrate themselves in the already existing financial system, whereas, you know, perhaps something like Bitcoin or Ethereum is looking to, you know, disrupt the existing financial system and kind of take it over. So I can sort of sympathize with some of you out there, but ultimately, guys, if you're here to make money, and I've said this for a long time, stellar lumens is a coin that is going to make you money, in my opinion. Not financial advice, all just my opinion. And the reason I think that is because of the fundamentals. Stellar lumens, when it comes to transferring and the sort of transacting of value, is undoubtedly one of, if not the best cryptocurrencies out there. It is extraordinarily fast, and transactions essentially cost, you know, fractions of a cent or fractions of a penny or fractions of, you know, whatever your smallest denomination of currency is. It is exceptionally cheap to transact value, and not only that, it does it within seconds. Very similar to XRP. You will notice, and for those of you who've been in the crypto space for a while now, that stellar lumens tends to move with XRP. That is because they are essentially the same thing. Stellar lumens was created by Jed McCaleb and a number of other people that kind of helped to found it. He was one of the original people that worked on the XRP ledger. They essentially they had disagreements, etc., over with Ripple and whatever, and he essentially went on to found stellar lumens, and, you know, essentially just it's almost like a fork of Ripple. Essentially, it's practically the exact same thing. When you look at the ledger, it's pretty much identical. So stellar lumens' whole goal is to transfer money. You know, and transfer value. It doesn't have to be money, it can be anything, and it does it extremely efficiently. So the fundamentals for this project are undeniably strong, and you are going to see it, you know, kind of do well in terms of price as a result of that. Now, what I want to do, guys, is I want to take you back to 2017. And I always do this on most of my videos, because when you're trying to predict what something is going to do in the future, the best place to start, in my opinion, is to take a look at the past. Take a look at, you know, how it kind of acted under a certain criteria. So, for example, 2017 is what we're going to focus on in this video. It was a bull market. 2021, what we are now currently in, is a bull market. People that are still, I can't believe there's still people out there that are shouting for an under 10K Bitcoin. I mean, move on. You know, I am not right about everything on this channel. We do get a lot of things right. We've been right so far about, you know, essentially stellar lumens just following Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's done that, and we've been able to sort of trade as a result of that. But what you have to understand is cryptocurrency is the new thing. It is here to disrupt traditional financial systems, traditional ecosystems, traditional, you know, social systems. It's revolutionizing not only the payments game, but the world as a whole, because it is significantly more efficient. Using cryptography and blockchain technology makes everything more efficient, whether that's supply chains, whether that's governments, whether in terms of, you know, voting and governance, whether that is, you know, anything monetary, whether that is transacting value, like in XLM's case. And, you know, as a result of that, this whole market is going to skyrocket. You know, we're about $2 trillion in terms of market cap at the moment for the overall crypto space. I was listening to Raoul Pal, and he was essentially saying that we still need to 200x. I'm not sure that we're going to do that this year, but I think in the future, absolutely possible. I think this year we kind of top out round about, perhaps we could significantly overperform that, around about $8 to $11 trillion in terms of market cap. That's not XLM on its own, that's the entire market. What do you think XLM is going to do? Having exceptionally strong fundamentals, being exceptionally efficient at what it does, and not only that, having already got government contracts. We see they have government contracts in the Ukraine, you know, had a little bit of turmoil going on there at the moment, but we're not going to go into that. have decided to onboard and go to Stellar, go to the kind of team and say, look, we want to integrate, we want to upgrade, using your technology. How do we do that? Because we're working on a CBDC. All countries around the world are going to have a CBDC, a central bank digital currency. So they are going to go to people like Stellar, like Ripple, XRP, and they are going to try and, use them to kind of help them upgrade their overall infrastructure. And of course, you're going to see the price do exceptionally well as a result of that. So Stellar Lumens has only got $14.6 billion market cap. I've just said that I think the whole crypto space is going to go from anywhere from $8 to $11 trillion in terms of market cap. What do you think Stellar Lumens is going to do? We said $5. We could outperform that. A $5 XLM is a 10x, which would put you at $140,000. Sorry, $140,000. That would be a bad case scenario. $140 billion in terms of market cap, which right now would give you over a $6 XLM. Remember, XRP did that in 2017 when the space, XRP wasn't even listed on anything. The space was so small. I mean, people think they're early in 2017. You are early today. That's what this channel is. We put out a variety of videos. We don't just cover XLM, we don't just cover XRP, we don't just cover Ethereum, we cover the entire crypto space. And the reason we do that is because I'm trying to help as many people as possible understand that, like the internet, this is disruptive. This is the new thing that people are going to adopt because it's just more efficient. It's, the internet was revolutionary in so many ways. Blockchain technology and cryptography is revolutionary in so many ways. And something like Bitcoin and these other cryptos that have kind of formed with niche use cases like Stellar Lumens are going to change the world. And I think people, I think it sounds a bit mad when I say that, but seriously, I mean, just look at what it's already doing. And like I say, we've broken out. We expect, like I say, we our overarching view for a long time now has been that we're just going to follow a similar structure to Bitcoin and Ethereum. We still have to break our all-time highs. We will do that, whether we capitulate around there before going up. I reckon you're going to break your all-time highs, go up and consolidate somewhere. You could perhaps sort of bounce off and it could become support, or it could become resistance. We'll yet see what's going to happen. But the overarching fact here, guys, is that Stellar Lumens is going to appreciate in price. How can you not see that? Is it going to, outperform a large part of the market? It's outperforming now. In the last video, it's very funny because I watch all my prior Stellar Lumens videos before I come and make a new one, just to kind of, touch off where we left off. Touch on where we left off. And essentially what I was saying was you need to be vigilant because this coin is going to outperform the market at some point. It's doing that and has done that over the past couple of days. And ultimately, it's following in somewhat similar accordance what we did back in 2017. I mean, if we take a look at 2017, guys, let's get the start of 2017. Okay, we're right towards the end of 2017 here. 2017. So 2017 comes around, guys, and you guys know, or you should if you've been subscribed to the channel by now, follow the Bitcoin 4-year cycle theory. And are essentially going to continue to do so because we follow that theory so well. Essentially, I think that 2017 is similar to 2018. 2018. I think 2021 is similar to 2017. And essentially, we're doing the same thing. If you look at Bitcoin and how Bitcoin's following the same sort of structure that it took in 2017, you will see that we are essentially doing the same thing today. Now, what I'm trying to do here, guys, it took me a little while, is, essentially show you. So 2017 starts here. We did nothing. We've seen so many altcoins. One reason that people get so kind of irate with Stellar and annoyed with it, and we touched on the whole sentiment of the market, is because it really hadn't done anything. Start of the year, you have to, if you're sat in Stellar, and I don't recommend anyone's in one coin. I have around about 40 cryptos. I'm very diversified. It's the key to investing and being a successful investor. If you look at all big hedge funds, they all do the same thing. They all diversify. Reason being is because things outperform other things at different times in the market. Stellar Lumens did nothing whilst you saw coins absolutely 10x, 100x, whatever. It did nothing. And people getting so annoyed. But we know from prior data that Stellar is a laggard. It's what it does. It lags behind the rest of the market. And if you take a look at 2017, you can see it really did nothing until sort of the end of April. And then just, you saw it absolutely erupt. And essentially, it moved in a similar kind of way to XRP. And I still think you have all of this to come, guys. All of this past sort of, all of this to come. You have a lot to go in Stellar. I think a $5 Stellar Lumens is still absolutely on the table. We've never doubted that at all. And we think, there's a lot to come for people. If we look at the logarithmic scale, you can kind of see what's going on here. 2017 rolls around, you have your first impulse around about April, May. Then you have your second, sort of towards the end of the year. And I honestly think that we aren't going to see. I think we're going to see the majority of gains towards the end of this year. We've seen a lot of gains so far, but I think the whole sort of crypto bull market plays out in a similar way to 2017, and we see the same thing occurring. And like I say, 140 billion dollars. I think is absolutely on the table for XLM. I mean, this is a huge project. Like I say, fantastic fundamentals, fantastic team, real world use case. There's a lot of cryptos right now that are pumped purely on hype. They're not really solving anything. Stellar Lumens has all the fundamentals. It's a great project. Also, if you look at Stellar, they're actually not really they're not a private company. Whereas Ripple is a private company, so it's centralized. Stellar Lumens is pretty much as decentralized as you'll get. That was part of them burning their kind of escrow that we saw. They burnt, 50% of the coins. A lot going for this coin, guys. And whether we sell off now and kind of capitulate before sort of impulsing higher is really anybody's guess. But my guess is, guys, that this is going to continue. We're going to have a good months. We predicted that, April and May were going to be good months. And we've been spot on so far. It's not, I haven't got a crystal ball. I'm not talking to a clairvoyant. What I'm doing, guys, is essentially I'm looking at 2017, how it played out. You got to remember markets are emotional. Emotions are behind markets. And there will be certain times in the year where you will outperform and capital will flow into markets in a more significant manner than it does in other times of the year. Like summer's always a kind of sticky time because a lot of traders take time off, etc., etc. People want to enjoy themselves. They want to go out and enjoy the sunshine, so they're not really thinking about investing. Whereas there's a whole psychology behind markets. But how we predicted that April and May was going to be a good year, guys, was we essentially looked at what Bitcoin did in 2017. Remember, the whole market follows Bitcoin. It still does that to this day. Stellar Lumens and XRP are slightly less correlated because they just do their own thing, because they're a completely different thing, and they're, like I say, not that disruptor. They're kind of a improver to the already existing financial system. But you can see that April and May were a good month. We think the same thing's going to happen, and we've seen that so far. Yes, we're having a bit of capitulation in the rest of the market, but I mean, look at XRP, guys. I mean, wow. And Stellar Lumens is really, gearing up and catching. And I think you are going to see a $1 Stellar in a matter of, months perhaps. Doesn't even need to be that long. Could be a couple of weeks or a week or so. Not financial advice, just my opinion. I haven't sold any of my Stellar Lumens. I've been accumulating throughout the entire bear market. I'm very, very happy with my position. Hugely in profits. Not even sold one Stellar Lumens, and that is because I know what is coming, I know what the future holds, and I know how disruptive this technology is. I'm here for the somewhat long term. I will be cashing out towards the end of the year, but we've got a long way to go yet, and I have a lot of money to make until we get there, and so do you guys, hopefully. So if you've enjoyed this content, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. We've spoken about a lot. Just another kind of update. I give you regular updates on Stellar Lumens. Go and watch my prior video, and you will see everything that we said in the prior video has come true today. This isn't me gloating, guys. This is me trying to get your vote of confidence so that you can get subscribed to a real YouTube channel. A lot of nonsense out there. A lot of nonsense out there. A lot of foolery. A lot of people trying to jump on the bandwagon that have no idea. I know channels out there, and I'm not going to name drop anybody that have 20, 30, 40,000 subscribers, and they have honestly no idea what they are on about. Not even the slightest. I doubt they've even read a white paper in their life. Not that you necessarily need to talk about cryptos from an investment point of view, but you need to have some sort of knowledge, and these people just have, no substance to what they're saying. But that is, a little rant. So if you've enjoyed this content, guys, a like is always appreciated. Get a comment in. I want to know your thoughts. Are you happy with your XLM position? What are you thinking? What are you thinking going forward? Did you enjoy the video? Just let me know your feedback. Feedback is crucial to me, whether it's good or bad. If you'll see even the bad comments that's exceptionally negative towards me, I will reply, and I do appreciate you giving your input and spending the time to comment. it does mean something to me, even if it's negative. And yeah, guys, get subscribed to one of the fastest and realest growing YouTube channels out there, because we are bringing you constant heat throughout the week, and we are going to continue to do so. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next YouTube video.